seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Daniel Kaiser here in Montreal talking about the science of video games. And right now I've got Carl with me from Thwack talking about insanity. We've seen a lot of insane video game characters over the year, but you know, the Joker comes to mind whenever you talk about insane villains. Can a character like that actually exist in real life? He's a pretty complex character, but are there any real life Jokers out there, and what makes them that way?
I think he's talking about you.
So insanity implies that you have a severe psychiatric disorder that makes you not criminally responsible for a crime you've done. So the question is, does the Joker have the severe mental disorder?
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
Looking at a game like Batman Arkham Asylum, looking at how the Joker behaves and talks, I can't say that I would see clear evidence of a severe mental disorder, such as a psychotic disorder, schizophrenia or such. So in that sense, I would say that the Joker fits much more better in a diagnostic category we call personality disorder, especially the one we call antisocial personality disorder. That is, people who regularly violate the rights of others, are impulsive, aggressive, deceitful, manipulative, and actually enjoy it. Now, a character like the Joker in the real world might actually exist to some extent. There are serial killers out there. Now, they don't actually have necessarily a severe mental disorder, and that's where the trick is. Also, he does seem to have what we would call a thought disorder. He perseveres about this idea that we should be freed from this world, that everything is meaningless, and we call this nihilistic delusions. And perhaps this character actually does have a severe psychotic disorder. Maybe he should actually be in a mental institution. So that's my take on the topic.
I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun.
Do you think that the portrayal of characters like the Joker as being insane somehow impact our perception of what true insanity is, or what it is to have a mental disorder that might be actually treatable, that is something that we should be more on the lookout for?
I'm going to have a two-part answer to this. My first part answer is the health advocate answer. Certainly having characters like the Joker being portrayed in these very creepy, gloomy asylums, which actually look more like prisons than psychiatric hospitals, where people are treated inhumanly, that doctors act more like wardens than real doctors. I think patients are called inmates in the DC comics.
Not so tight, boys. You'll creep the suit.
Obviously, that's not the way things are. And also, I think the way we're portraying mental disorders, we're associating having a mental disorder with being madly insane and violent and being a serial killer. Well, actually, it's not really true. The vast majority of people with severe mental disorders like schizophrenia are very friendly and they're not violent. And actually, the serial killers are typically more antisocial personality disorders rather than real, like, severe mental disorders.
I have nothing to live for.
That being said, I do find that, maybe I'm biased, but I think the average gamer is smart enough to know the difference. But there's been more interest in video games now to portray things in a more authentic way. Right now, we've been working with Red Barrel Studios from Montreal, and they're working on a fantastic horror game called Outlast, and they've shown actually a lot of interest in portraying asylum experience in a much more authentic way, which I think will make characters much more compelling, much more interesting, and therefore will make a much better game.
Carl, we appreciate your time so much. If you want more on the science of games, you'd be insane not to go to GameTrailers.com.